Alright, I'm on hole number 6 of the Tropic Kings tournament and Tuesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Let's go to Golf Class Notebook. Check out hole number 6. Okay, this is going to be a pain hole with lower level clubs. Just an absolute pain hole. If you have a level 6 or higher extra mile, the shot here is to go from right here, 4 backspin, maximum left-hand side spin. You can get this done with a Titan, but it is a little bit easier if you have a Kingmaker. And your ball guide's going to look like you're going right here in the sand. And you're going to put a little bit of curl, because what you're trying to do is, you can see how the fairway or the green kind of butts into this sand right here. And you're going to put on a little bit of curl to try and swing the distance so that you actually hit right here and dribble onto the green, and you have either a putt or it'll go in the hole. I did hit a hole-in-one on this hole the other day, but you can't see it because of this flagpole, but this sand trap goes like this. And there's very little difference between the green. I mean, there's very little in between the green and that sand trap. So if you don't have the 4 backspin and you do this shot, you can achieve the same shot, but if you don't have 4 backspin, it won't stop on the green. It'll roll down here and it'll end up in the sand. So what you do to compensate if you don't have the backspin is you put more curl on it to bring it so that the ball lands over here and it dribbles out in this direction, and you may end up low down here, but it's a nice little chip to get in. But I'm not sure if the level extra mile I have has enough curl to bring me around. So let's look at my extra mile. It's only got 2.8 backspin, so it's probably somewhere around 3 bars of backspin, and it has, for all intents and purposes, no curl. So it's going to be really hard to achieve that shot with a level 4 extra mile, and the extra mile is about the only thing I can get up in that hole. And so if you've got a higher level extra mile, you're going to get a little more distance as well. So it's going to be super hard to get this shot done if I go into that spot with an extra mile. My other choices on that hole is to hit out here and try and come at it with my short iron. And that's a tough, I love getting in my short iron range, but it's a tough shot to try and get up this green. This green's very tricky. The third way I can go is I can hit through the trees and try and get either in this rough on this side or try and blast through it. And it's hard to blast through it. And if you're in this rough, then you're taking a rough bump, and it gives you a pretty consistent look at, getting it in the hole. It's just a matter of, you have to hit it perfect. If you hit it perfect, it goes in the hole. You don't hit it perfect, it doesn't go in the hole. But that's pretty much what you're looking at out here. But out here, it's a little bit harder to make sure that you can get around the bend and not end up clipping it up in this area. And you got to get up high enough that you've got this straight in shot. So it's going to be tricky with lower level clubs on which way I go here, because I don't think I can achieve the first shot, because I really don't, and I don't have more than one. I only have 1 bag in this account because I'm not in a clan yet. I have no clan. I have posted to Kings of Golf. Congratulations, we accepted you. Join it. All right, now I'm going to have more than 1 bag. Okay, now I can pick another bag, so I can look at this. I can come here with an extra mile. I'll just take a look to see if that's the shot, and really that's the only club I'm going to need. Either I'm going to get there with the extra mile, or I'm going to end up in the sand of the rough, and that's going to put me into my Malibu or my machete range. Bag number 1. This one is trying to go as far forward as you can, and that once again is also going to be an extra mile. I'm going to put an extra mile on this one, so I got 2 accounts with an extra mile. Let's switch this big dugout for a Viper. So decisions. Let's look at that hole one more time. The shot that's coming out here, it's a I'm going to take the shot out here so that I can take my thorn and come at it with my thorn. And then it's just a matter of adjusting out the wind and having the right number. So my thorn hits a 2.1. Let me do some math here real quick. 2.1 times 1.75 means my mid thorn is going to be at 3.6, 3.7, and then my max thorn is going to be at 4.2. So if I hit that shot, I've got the numbers for my thorn. And I'm going to go for the forward shot and hit out to here. So I'm going to take this bag with me. Let's go switch this out. Take my thorn. Accuracy is about the same as the runner. The backspin and all that stuff's not going to play a factor. Accuracy is a big deal here, so we've got a pure number with the runner. Let's see what else I have as far as short irons. See if I have anything else. That's it. I think that's the most accurate thing I got. No, the most accurate club I have right now is my Kingfisher, and it gives me just a titch more ball guide, and it hits at 1.3 per ring. So that would be 1.3 times 1.75 is 2.3, 2.3, and 2.6 at mid or minimum. So I'm going to take my Kingfisher, because if I achieve that shot out there, accuracy is what we're looking for. It does not take much as far as any movement on the ball or any movement on the club. Alright, so that's what I'm bringing here. And I'm going to bring a Titan just to get me up into that spot. See, I can cut the wind out a little bit if I bring a Kingmaker. But I'm going to save my Kingmakers. I don't have a lot of them in this account. And let's open up a chest real quick. We're still looking for, we still want clubs, even though I don't have enough cash to upgrade those clubs. I want to open up as many 2 or 3 as every chest I get. I want to open one up. You don't get club cards if you don't open chests. So since I'm bringing a Titan and an extra mile, I'm going to see what that shot looks like in the hole. If the shot in the hole, hole number 6, I'm going to add 10% into it. I'll see what that shot looks like. I can't get up into that area. See what it looks like. So there's my red line back there. I'm going to do this shot just because it'll get me on the green. Pull it back just a little. It's 2.7, so that's a 1 ring pull. I'm going to add on 10%, so I'm going to add on just a bit. And then I'm going to put on all of the curl that I have, which isn't a lot. And I hit great on the inside. And end up in the sand. And that was a product of hitting great on the inside. I had a great plan, was going to go the other way, and decided that I would take that shot. Because if you can get that shot, you're on the green. No matter what you do here, whether you hit through the trees or you hit up here, you have some work to do. So this shot here is going to boil down to, if I hit over here and I hit in the rough, I'd have to hit it perfect. If I hit down on the end and I'm coming at it with my short iron, I have to hit it perfect. I'm in the sand, I have to hit it perfect. The only difference is that the spot that I'm in, the needle speed's going to be as fast as it can go. So I'm going to go right at the hole. Let's see if I have any backspin here. Go right at it. Okay, this is just a matter of hitting perfect. Hitting it perfect. Gave myself a shot. Gave myself a shot. In the hole. Eagle. Any one of the 3 shots that you can take there, you're going to end up in a spot where you have to hit it perfect, and it just boils down to having to hit it perfect. For whatever reason, I like to hit sand shots on the 11th time by. Not the 9th, not the 7th, and I like to hit, most of the time I like to hit any club that I'm using, I like to hit from the left to the right, and when I'm putting, I like to hit from the right to the left. If I feel like I'm out of rhythm with my perfect, and I'm not in rhythm with my perfect, then I will switch, and I will start hitting shots from the right to the left until I hit my first perfect, and then I'll go back to hitting from the left to the right. And I don't know of a single person that's in sports, that's been in sports for their entire life, that doesn't have some kind of superstition thing going on, but I seem to hit perfect on my sand wedge on the 11th time by more often than any other time, because if you played this game for any length of time, it looks like sometimes like certain times by it goes deeper into the hole. So you've got your needles right here, and sometimes when it swings around, it goes deeper into this hole, and then it'll jump out, and you'll have an irregular bounce, or it'll go by irregularly sometimes. But for whatever reason, on the 11th time by, my timing, I like how deep it goes in the hole on the 11th time by. So that's why I let it sit there and go back and forth. I was waiting for the 11th time by. All right, that was a critical hole, and I got what I needed, even though I had newer clubs, and that all boils down to just hitting perfect. All right, that was hole number 6 of the Tropic Kings tournament and Tuesday's qualifying round. Thanks for watching.